So Portal 2 Speedrun mod is basically Portal 2, but without all the cutscenes. And it's very fast, very high velocity. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think what elevators are sped up, cutscenes are pretty much entirely removed, where you're just standing around. Any downtime is basically removed from the game.
Yeah, all these cycles are fast, so like in Toxin Sabotage.
You'll quickly realize if you played Portal 2 before that, there's a lot of things that you usually wouldn't see. Especially the elevators, it's probably the one thing that you have to get used to when you first start playing, because elevators are quite slow. It's usually like 2 to 3 seconds, and now they're, what, a second, maybe?
You know, everything's just gone.
Yeah, everything's really, really fast. The mod was created by Crazy Al. He said, you know, I think we should remove the cutscenes, and we always joked about it, but then he did it. And now we have a really nice tool to practice difficult parts of the speedrun in quick succession instead of waiting around for a long time and having a lot of downtime. Compared to the Portal 2 World Record, it's what, probably like 20 minutes, right? It's like 20 minutes off, because the world record is
a bit
59.
on an hour.
Yeah, and then
like, oh, I can hear engine sounds.
I think they're around a 30, right? Low 30.
Yeah,
yeah. The audio? Okay.
You have trapped yourself. Congratulations. The exit door is now open.
So everything starts off pretty basic, just yoinking this cube through the door and activating a soft lock fail.
If the enrichment center is currently being bombarded with fireballs,
So
or other objects,
my audio was really loud for myself, my bad. So I actually couldn't hear anything. But anyways, yeah, so the runners are pretty neck and neck right now. Wait, oh, I need to refresh this page, never mind. I was just really behind because it froze for a second. Okay, that explains a lot. Wow, they're a chamber farther than what I thought they were. Okay, so what Let Astray is doing here is a button save glitch. Alright, no, just button glitch. You can walk on the button at a specific angle and it will trigger it for only like a few ticks or a tick or so. And the game will completely forget to turn it off. And Jython is also doing it again with a different setup. And doing that, it saves us a lot of time from getting a cube and putting it on the button. So it's really precise, but there's a few maps where we can actually line it up. But we only use it really, I think, here, and there's an optional one later in the level in Chapter 6. But
yeah,
here it's just
harder.
basically movement. Yeah, the other one is much harder with a different type of button. Floor button, that is, but yeah, so here's just mainly movement. Movement's a really big part of Portal 2 if you don't keep up with the Portal 2 speedrunning community. But it's very, very movement heavy. I think having good movement is one of your biggest goals to have, because it will just genuinely improve your whole run.
Yeah, you can be very good at all the skips and stuff, but if you have bad movement, it's just so much worse.
Yeah. Oh wait, did Let Astray do the fast incinerate?
Oh yeah. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah. I haven't been able to watch too many races, but and Jython did the same thing. I think there was a new setup found. That's usually not able to do. It's a speedrun mod specific strategy, because initially that incinerator intro is a cutscene for like 20 seconds, and so we since we can move right off the bat of the level, we can just strafe into the vents on the sides and do things like that. I think there's a lot of options there, and you know, there's preferred ones, but those are the ones we saw just now.
Yeah.
I actually haven't seen both runners do that before. It was really nice.
I wonder if they'll do the new pit flings or the new laser overview.
Oh, I'm sure Let Astray does one of them. Yeah, he was talking about trying to find a route with the Super Reportal in Portal Stories Mel, a mod for Portal 2. Either way, it's anyone's game still because it's early game. I think Let Us Stray's a map ahead right now or something. And here's a maybe super equal. No, he's just going for a strat we call Wet Maker.
Wait, I think I'm behind. No.
Oh yeah, try refreshing the commentator stream. So Let Us Stray, what he did there was he did a reportal, and basically if you close a portal on yourself, the game tries to push you outwards and it gives you speed because it doesn't want you to get stuck on the wall. Jython here is going to do an alternate strat we call super reportal, where you get stuck on the wall on purpose, and then you can reportal a bunch of times and stack up velocity, horizontal velocity, or depending on which way you're doing it. He's doing it horizontally, of course. Not quite getting the jump here.
I think the hard part about this is just getting the right jump if you're doing only 3 repels.
It is difficult to get. It's something you just have to come down to muscle memory and practice a lot. Wet Maker also is a strategy like that. It's faster than the super reportal method you saw Jython use, but it's a little bit harder for newer runners, or it's just up to preference really.
It was part of an initiative to investigate how well test subjects could solve problems when they were catapulted into space. Results were highly informative. They could not. Here's an interesting fact. You're not breathing real air. It's too expensive to pump this vital.
Okay, so let's see about links now.
Let's see what the next test is. Oh, advanced aerial phase.
Yeah, that looks like the new threat to me.
Have fun soaring through the air without a care in the world.
So basically in this new strat you get stuck like in laser overgoo and just do a couple of free pods and fling up there.
Yeah, sorry, I have to do something really quick. What we also found a setup to get stuck on the floor rather than the wall as well. It all happened really, really fast. We all just had a giant spree of discovering new ways to do super reportal. And so pit flings and laser overgoo were 2 of the maps that are just those early game maps that you mess up on a lot. And we used to do 3 floor reportals, which was a little difficult for some. And it was a trick that you can get a million times in practice, but then mess up in a run. And so the super reportal on the floor of pit flings was a little bit more consistent, and I think it's preferred just because of it's easier to get. And Jython actually did a backup method, or a backup route for pit flings. When you don't get quite high enough to just get to the exit door, you can do a reportal. You can do another reportal from the top.
Kisler is actually getting the fling off the panel here, which is the hardest threat. In my opinion, at least.
Alright. Okay, so I think Let Us Stray is about a map ahead of Jython. Or almost 2.
Yeah.
Not sure, maybe a map and a half.
The difference getting bigger.
Yeah, it's I think the most important thing to know about these matches are that the slightest like setbacks is on a much grander scheme of like the entire game. That's pretty much how speedrunning works, I guess. But I think you can really see like this map Jython's on right now. This is like a big run killing map sometimes, just because you can mess up on it really easily, and you can take multiple attempts, and you might just have to completely restart sometimes. But he got a really nice panel fling there, second try. That's honestly not bad for a race. Of course, optimally it will be first try, but no, he did really well on the ricochet, which is again infamous map for speedrunning. Let Us Stray's on turret intro. He's just, I think turret intro is a cool map just because there's nothing like special about it. You just kind of go fast, you know.
I mean, it's a pretty cool map, but if you do like slightest mistake, you're gonna lose time.
Yeah. It's a very like simple map on paper, and I like that it stays very easy to understand and to watch on races as well. It's nice. Letastray is actually doing a laser switch glitch. We could have explained that in dual lasers, but I couldn't.
We totally missed it.
So laser switch glitch is when if there's two receptors in a map and you're powering one with the laser, and then you quickly switch the laser to hit the other one for a few ticks, they'll both be activated, and once you're pushing against a door, the game will not let you crush yourself, so it will stay open for you. Which means you didn't really solve the puzzle, but since the game doesn't want to kill the player in anywhere they're not supposed to, they just decided, let's just keep the door open. And in co-op, if you've ever played co-op, you know that this is actually the opposite, and you can get crushed by the doors. And so it's just a single player only thing that... Oh, Jython almost dying there. But yeah, in single player, you can push against those doors, those specific doors, and keep it open, even if it's not supposed to be. So it's very nice. It's very nice.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that it's in the game. We'll see Jython doing it again after we explained it. And there it is. Wow. Perfect timing.
This is like another one of these threads we can only do because there's no dialogue at the end.
Yeah.
That we have to wait for.
And yeah, that's another thing with the speedrun mod. You don't have to worry about a lot of the elevators where you'd have to listen to dialogue to know when to go, because there was specific timings that would make it the most optimal to go in. And you would avoid these awkward elevators that lasted much longer and didn't finish until it reached the way bottom, and you'd lose multiple seconds over the run if you didn't do it properly. And so with this mod, you don't have to worry about dialogue cues or anything like that, and it's much easier to just go fast and focus on going fast rather than worrying about little things like dialogue cues and other very silly things like cutscenes that are extremely hard to skip, like door skip and elevator skip. I think door skip's a lot of just practice over and over again, but we're definitely, I don't think anyone's bothered that it's gone in this mod. And especially elevator.
One thing I really miss though is Jerry Skip. I kind of like that.
Yes, that was very cool. Jerry Skip's actually on column blocker. I think Jython will be on column blocker soon. I forget the map.
Yeah, next map.
And we used to go and do the whole puzzle, and then there's a large cutscene at the end of it. But we would clip through the bottom of the elevator by looking at... I don't actually know how it works because I wasn't paying attention when it was discovered. But you would just clip through the bottom of the elevator and fling all the way down the elevator shaft, and you'd be able to skip the cutscene. So it was really great. Letastray's on, I think, Jailbreak right now, which is the start of chapter 5.
Yeah.
Once he finishes this level, getting the hop over the railing first time, very smooth. Letastray's actually, I forget, was he the winner of the 2019 tournament?
No. Crimson was, I think, wasn't he?
He was?
I'm not sure.
Oh no, he was second place. My bad. I think Ken even came in first. Letastray second, and Crimson maybe third. But yeah, so we're looking at last year's second place winner, in normal Portal 2 even. Not even the speedrun mod. So who knows? You know, elevate the. You know, it's anyone's game. I think the top runners. I think it's going to be an interesting tournament once we get into the final rounds. We've had some pretty close matches so far. It's actually pretty intense. There was a game with what, less than a second, I think, in between each other, like twice. It was insane.
I wish I'd seen this.
Yeah. I think it's clipped and pinned somewhere in the Discord, but I don't know. It's absolutely phenomenal what people can do in these races and how well they can do. Oh yeah,
we should switch.
Oh my gosh, we're still on Jythons.
Wait, I'll switch. Okay, should switch insane, yeah.
Okay, now we're on the Led Astray, who's currently ahead. I totally forgot because my volume is just really loud on my browser, and so I muted the tab because it blew my eardrums out. But now we are here on Led Astray's audio, and again, he's currently a map or so ahead, maybe 2. I think it's 2 now that he's finishing. Honestly, there are ways that Jython can catch up here, and I don't think it's guaranteed Led Astrays. I think this will be a pretty close match still.
Yeah, there's still some parts that can easily fail in the game. So.
Though it could also go in favor of Led Astray if he ends up doing tricks first try or anything. I know he's gonna do stuck launch on Crazy Box, which will be very exciting to show you guys. And yeah, so another thing Speedrun mod does is we don't usually go this intended route of switching the turret out and stuff, but since we remove cutscenes, it's actually almost just as fast as another routes we'll do. Maybe Jython will do it, where we call it pancake shot, where there's a very, very slight, maybe a few pixels worth in between those giant white doors, and you can shoot above the top of it. And that means you can shoot a portal through it, and then you can get through because there's a surface on the other side. And hopefully Jython does it, so it's a cool example. But I don't know what he prefers doing on turret sabotage.
Yeah, also, if you shoot through the door, the shot kind of warps through space-time and kind of bends for some reason. So that's interesting.
What's actually going on neurotoxin sabotage? Like Alex was mentioning before, in this run, we instead of relying on cycles in the speedrun mod, we just have basically like sped up cycles and double cycles. Like there's a lot more panels here than there usually is. The elevator went extremely fast there. Like it's all very unnatural if you've only played regular Portal 2, but there's not that many panels there in the regular game. I think there's double. So it's pretty cool that we have that. We don't have to worry about things anymore. The one thing I do miss is the door shot on that map, because that was really cool. I know Ken even just goes for it anyways for the Jython's going for pancake shot. Yes. I don't mean to take the attention away from Led Astray, but we will have a very cool strat coming up from Jython. He's just finishing out core and gets the nice fling. Alright, so here Jython, Led Astray is just end the map. You don't have to look. Look at Jython's cool shot. Look at this. It's very specific. It's between, I think, 0.02 and 0.00, depending on your angle. And look at that. He just went through the door. It's just, I don't know. It's incredible things that we find. I mean, that was another crazy how he found that one too. Yeah, crazy how is actually crazy.
True.
Yeah. He does find the most remarkable things, I swear. But again, there's a lot of things that just other community members have found before, you know? The Super Reportal thing, I think Jake really, Brewery Jake, brought that into our light recently. It got everyone involved. I think he was the one who found the use on laser overgoo. But there was other people trying to contribute, like, oh, here's another setup, you can do this and that, and I think it even helped co-op on accident somewhere with the quantum crouching or something.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Maybe I'm just bad memory, but
also this reportal is pretty hard at Led Astray's thing now, so he might fail it a couple of times.
Yeah, so this is something that it doesn't take a lot of time in real time to do. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of time in game to do, but in real time it does. So he did it like 4 or 5 times, and he only cost like 4 seconds off his run to save like a good 15.
All right, let's get
or 10.
started. This first test involves
I don't actually know exactly how much it saves, but it's just so much better to do
you get the gel. Last poor son of
the reportal strat there. And Led Astray is actually going to be going for a button glitch
Broke every bone in
Didn't
the
get
Here?
it.
Tragic, but
They
informative.
didn't?
Or so I
Oh,
hope.
I guess I'm a little behind.
The lab
Spoiler,
boys just
man.
informed me that I should not have
But,
mentioned the control group.
so, that
They
button
told
glitch
me
is
I ought to
really
stop making these pre-recorded messages.
hard to
They
do,
gave me an
and
idea
there
for
is a
this next
lineup.
test.
I wonder if
Channel
Jython will
part
do
of
it.
this. I can talk about in layman's terms, that's a billion
But
little
we will
gizmos
see.
that are gonna
Let Us Stray is
travel into your
actually not
bloodstream
going
and
for
pump
another strat called
experimental
cube
genes
clipping,
and
where you
RNA
can clip to the
molecules and so
ceiling or
forth
the
into your
floor
tumors.
of a
Now, maybe you don't have any tumors.
of a level
Well, don't worry.
in
If
very
you sat on a
specific
folding
spots.
chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead
But
underpants, we took care of that too.
I guess he honestly is a really
In case you get
consistent
covered in
player,
that
so
repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab
strats like
boys
that
gave me.
aren't always the most
Do not
consistent,
get
and
covered
I
in the
think
repulsion.
it's just smart to do things that you know that work, you know? He
Yeah,
didn't
why
try
go?
multiple times on the
All
button
these science
glitch, he
spheres are
just,
made of
you know, tried
asbestos, by the
once,
way. Keeps
and
out
then
the
he's
rats.
like, alright, well, I
Let us know
finished
if
the
you
level
feel a
now.
shortness of
And
breath,
he
a
didn't really
persistent
mess up
dry
anything
cough,
else.
or
He
your
did
heart
the
stops,
fling
because that's
off the
what
goo
does it.
perfectly. He plays really well. He plays really, really well.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah, so
hearing
why go
about
for a
how.
strat that you know that
Think
could
of your
fail
own
like, multiple
rules,
times if you
like
can
me.
just. The strat is a bit
Yeah.
slower, but it's
Experiments
very
for being in a
consistent.
wheelchair.
So
Yeah.
But anyway, ramps are expensive. Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had
And
fluorescent
I
calcium
didn't.
in it, so we can
I
track
noticed
neuronal.
this earlier in the run, but did he switch the colors of his portals from blue to orange and
wait,
orange to
Now, if
blue?
you're part
Because
of
his
control
indicator
group
is
Kepler
opposite.
7,
you know
we
the
When
bitrate
he
is
had-
kinda
a
low.
microchip about the size of a postcard
I
in
don't
your
know what's
skull.
going
Most
on.
likely you've forgotten it
Oh yeah,
somewhere.
he did.
But if it starts vibrating
Maybe
and
he's
beeping
left-handed.
during this next test,
Oh,
let us
you're
know,
right.
because that means it's
Yeah,
about
but
to
anyways,
get
here's a
100
really
degrees, so we're gonna
awesome
need to go ahead and get
strategy
that
we
out
have
of you
called
pretty
stuck
fast.
launch. And he's just building up vertical
Vibrating and
speed
beeping
by
during this
falling
next
down
test,
in a spot that
let
he
us
can't
know,
actually
because
move
that
in.
means it's
And
about
then
to
he'll
hit
strafe
500
out of it
degrees, so we're gonna
and
need to
go
get that
flying
out
off
of
the
you,
blue
baby.
gel. And if you didn't notice by now, blue gel sends you up, it makes you jump, makes you bounce, and oh wow, that was, I don't even know if that was intentional, but that looked really cool. He landed on that tiny little railing. I haven't seen anyone do
The
that.
simple fact that you're standing here listening
But
to
he
me
had a
means
very
you've made a
nice
glorious contribution.
stuck launch there.
CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you for
So Jython is on that map we were talking about the button glitch on, so I want to see if he actually does the lineup
Oh, he does
or
lineup.
if he does?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I was looking at the Twitch one.
Oh, he got it.
For a second. He did get it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I went to read chat and then I was like, oh, there's a picture over here too. Wow. Okay, yeah, so we did the button glitch. It's actually not that much of a delay, surprisingly.
The testing area is just up ahead.
And Let Us Stray is going. Oh wow, I didn't even get to explain it. That shot he just did is extremely, extremely tight and precise. I think we call it pixel perfect, but I think it's a little more lenient than that.
Great job, Astra.
Um,
War hero and or Olympic.
but that, like, I don't even know what to say.
If you're
Just
interested,
everyone
in
goes too
addition to
fast.
$60,
Everyone
flag
needs
down
to go
a
like
test
half the
associate and
speed.
let 'em know. You could
There's
walk
too much to
away with
explain.
120 weighing
Yeah,
Oh,
no, he's
oh.
going for like
Let us take
kind of a.
put some science stuff
He
in
puts
you.
blue gel on a ramp, then he jumps many times on the ramps and
In
gets a
case you're
huge speed
interested, there's
boost,
still some positions
Yes.
available.
basically.
Yeah, that's actually just what it is. You know, like,
Thank you.
for some reason on ramped surfaces they take
For
multiple jump
staggering your way
inputs. Like
through
every time you hit
Aperture
jump, it'll
Science's
take another one, and it
propulsion
will
gel testing.
keep
You've made
accelerating
some
your
real
speed.
contributions to
So
society
it's
for a
really nice
change, and
that
for
we have that.
humanity is grateful.
There was a super reportal strat on that map. I know who does it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Someone does it, and it's actually fairly consistent. So
mandatory for all employees.
Wait, didn't
It's a nice
Sushi do
value.
it at some point?
No, did he?
No.
I don't think so.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see if Jython goes for the super, not super reportal, stuck launch. Whoa, wait, what?
The beam counters told
Right.
me we literally could
I
not afford to
haven't
buy
seen that before.
$7 worth of moon rocks, much less 70.
Maybe I'm just like outdated, you know? I feel like every time I watch a race, I'm like, I've never seen that before.
Get the lemons back. Get mad. I don't want your damn lemons. What am I supposed to do with these? Demand to see life's manager. Make life rue the day it thought it could give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am?
Alright, we're back.
Oh, there it is.
Gonna burn your house down.
Wow.
Yeah, Jythonscript like jumping against this cube cage here and breaking the glass with it. Oh, its stream is lagging, I think.
So, yeah, we'll just try to explain it. You can crouch and have your hitbox go a little bit above you, and you can trigger things that are above you. And so, with breaking that glass cube, it's a lot harder, the intended routes, but if you crouch under it with no funneling, which is going into portals and stuff, you can trigger, you can say you're inside the box, then it'll think you're trapped, so it just breaks the glass or something like that. Led Astray just did another stuck launch. It's just,
jumping between these tubes that have gel for them in them and stuff for some reason.
Yeah,
So
the third pipe for some reason bounces you.
Good development decision.
Yeah. And actually, we do that because the elevator is so long in the full game, and there's another route there where you can get a stuck launch, but it's a lot harder for newer runners. So most people just do the pipe bounces.
It's literally your only
Jython actually did the
walking onto buttons. How can you not do the one warmer?
What is the map? Not this one.
Drop Flames?
Oh, the one before it. No, I don't remember. Oh, okay. It's the Repulsion intro. There was an alternate route where instead of reportaling yourself across that gap, you can get yourself up on top of a platform and then jump down, and it's a lot more consistent, and I think it's a lot easier for me especially, but it's really easy to do. And
oh no, let us just fell down.
This test.
Oh my goodness.
And I can just
That's frustrating if this happens.
Yeah.
Alright, can't blame me for trying. Okay, new tests. New tests.
He's actually fairly close to his PV pace. He's only ahead like what, maybe 10 seconds, give or take. That'd be interesting if Led Astray could PB here.
Now we're doing funnel flag glitch, basically. If you're in a funnel at 0 velocity and you crouch, you can take that flying state out of the funnel with you. And you basically skip a lot of map parts of that in the later game. Also, it was found day 1.
I'd love to help you solve the tests, but I can't. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're on your own.
And just flies by that button, gets the cube, and that's basically it.
Oh yes. Well done.
Yeah, Funnel Fly is like basically majority of Chapter 8. It used to be a majority of the finale chapters, but with Speedrun mode, it's actually faster to not have Funnel Fly. So it makes it fun. It's cool.
Yeah, playing the game in 10 is actually more fast now.
You are not going to believe this. I found a sealed off wing. Hundreds of perfectly good test chambers. Just see
yeah, I think these ending maps are. I honestly think the most time loss you have in the game is always. I feel like it's always around Chapter 6 and 7. Like a majority of the time, if I'm losing time, I'm in the underground.
Yeah, especially with Chapter 3 being way easier now.
Yes. Jython's doing a different lineup for the stuck launch, but it's all the same. Oh wow. Barely touched his head on the ceiling. Led Astray's doing a special type of portal.
Great shot.
Cut? It's portal cut, I think they call it. I don't know why, but there's like a popular clip on the 6th SpeedGaming channel where they're just, oh, why do we call it portal cut? Because you cut the portal or something, I don't.
Don't mind me, just moving the old
portal cut is weird. Some of the grates in the game you can put a portal on specific angles. And I think we use it in co-op twice and only once in this game. But it is a really cool shot just because it's something you don't see every day. I think it's the only one in single player we use though.
Yeah, I don't really.
It is really interesting. So Led Astray is entering catapult or something.
Yeah, funnel catapult.
And he's gonna get crouch fly again here to help him with the next level called laser platform. And it skips like so much of the intended route that it's, I don't know. Again, if you have played this game, you'll know something's wrong.
It's literally cheating.
It is. Yeah, it's just flying. But I'd say Funnel Fly is really strong. It's just like, it's incredible, like how much you do with it. And also, that's another thing. Yeah,
I never thought of that.
The first time I saw it was Spitta's race. He had the same thing happen where they, what's it called? They had the same issue where the laser unlocked on the receptor, and if you reshoot it for a few ticks, the laser will realign. I guess there's some code that helps the laser attach if it's close enough, and maybe it just the laser resets, and so it attaches for a few seconds because the cube moves or jiggles or whatever. But Letastray is finishing up chapter 8 now.
Oh, we misshot the portal.
He's gonna get Funnel Fly for the last time in the run. And he's headed into Finale 1. I would love to see some predictions.
I'll bet you're both dying
what
to know
the run
what
could
your
be.
big surprise is. Well, only 2 more chambers. Surprise!
Let's see what to talk about. Oh yeah, this what Letastray is on right now used to be a really long cutscene, and that's why we'd take Funnel Fly, but now it's very fast. So, and then even this scene, this was a huge cutscene, but now you can just go straight in. That always terrifies me. Like I forget that you can get stopped there because it scripts the momentum or something. You just can't fall out of that portal. And I don't know, that's terrifying. And Letastray's headed into Finale 2. Jython is finishing what is this map called? Funnel Catch? Yes.
Pretty bad with map names, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I am too. Every time I commentate, I think I was commentating with... Who was I commentating with? Was it? I think it was Mackenzie. We had this running gag where I was just testing myself on what the names were the whole run. And then the one time I knew the map instantly, I called Crazy Box, no, I called Catch the Box Crazy Box, and he's like, dude, you didn't just do that, right?
Let's shoot this good shot out of the funnel.
Yeah. Unbeatable, I would imagine.
Oh, like somebody said, why would you kill the turrets? That's why. Oh, he's doing this one.
Oh, that is always... I mean, that's the fastest way to do it. It's just like, my stomach sinks every time.
Can't just do it to me.
Yeah, it's the fastest way, but it's the most dangerous way. You don't wait for the turrets to go on cooldown, which they won't target you for a second or two, so it gives you a lot of space. And it's just like, I haven't done it. I can't do it. It's extremely hard. Jython, doing a backup route on the laser platform where if you go too high, you can use the other pipe to push yourself downwards. And
Letastray about to enter Finale 4 now.
Yes, and I guess we should have mentioned that the only way to lose your Funnel Fly is touching another funnel, or if you don't preserve it through levels, you can just uncrouch, because Funnel Fly is just basically, like you said before, with the crouching thing, if you hold crouch the whole time, you won't preserve it through levels, but if you do crouch and uncrouch, then you will have it forever. Until you touch a funnel. I think Letastray is going for Bomb Preserve here.
Yeah.
Which is a strat that we save a few seconds on by using the bombs from the first round to deal damage to in the second round.
And now you actually can't softlock anymore in Speedrun mode, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, often we can get something called Bad Ending, where Wheatley basically just soft locks and never launches mines again, or bombs again. And so that was a really big problem. And Letastray's on the 3rd cycle of Wheatley. And we'll be getting the third core momentarily.
The square root of rho is straight. Warning. Core corruption.
Actually, I think we never explained the speed catch thing.
Have been a thorn in
Huh?
my side long enough.
Stalemate resolution associate. Please press the
In
stalemate
speed,
resolution button.
it's propulsion catch, yeah.
Oh,
We never
I got
explained that
the
one. Only got
moonshot. Early moonshot.
very nice. Is it a PB?
I don't think so. I think his PB is a 31 or something.
Ah, okay.
But early moonshot, the trigger for ending the game where you shoot the moon, spoilers, they activate it as soon as you go into the button room. So you can go into the button room, turn around, and aim up really, really high and hit the trigger that's basically on the ceiling of the room. And you can end the game early, which saves you a few seconds. It's not even uncommon to see runners save and load a few times to get it, just because it could be the meaning between a PB and not, you know. So, because in the end, if you PB with Moonshot, you probably need to do it again every other run, unless you have enough time saved somewhere in your run. But when you're in the 33 to 32 range, your PB is pretty tight, and so right now world record's what, 30:16 I believe by Mackenzie. Can't even.
Yeah, it's pretty close to 30.
So waiting for the sub 30. That'll be a nice day. But I definitely think it'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll be crazy if it happens in the tournament. But that's something we could dream of, right? We have the nice credits here. We'll have a moment of silence.
Sadly, no music.
Wait, the music isn't playing?
I don't hear it.
I don't either. Hold on. I think maybe he just has music off.
Oh, that's sad.
That's okay. Oh, he noticed.
Oh.
He has music volume muted. He blasting it. Perfect. Oh no, it didn't work.
I think it's over already. Maybe.
Maybe. I think it keeps playing it. It's okay. It's okay. I think you probably have to restart after you fix the audio. But in the meantime, let's switch over to Jython's audio. Here we go.
That's a good idea.
And we're in Finale 3, going into Finale 4. So, let's see if anyone would like to predict the final time for Jythonscript, maybe? I'm going to say it's a 37 flat.
Let's say it's 37:10.
That's fair, I think. I think. Ready? Here's the dual prediction. It's 37 flat if he hits Moonshot, and then if he misses Moonshot, the 37:10. So my finale is really bad. So I usually predict off of my finale. I'm like, yeah, it takes me a good minute 30 to do this. I think what people usually take like minute or minute 10, minute 20, somewhere in that range. He's not doing the bomb preserve, but he is doing really well. Oh, it's the bomb's not.
Ooh, that's gonna be worse.
Oh, he got really, really unlucky there. Because the first bomb didn't hit him, and you have to hit him from below for the second round. And the bomb just barely mistimed or something, and it must have hit the panel. And then he didn't have enough time to replace the portals. Alright. Oh, he hit his head, I think? Yes. Getting the third core, and both our predictions are wrong.
Well, I'm closer though, so we.
Yeah, you are closer. We did have a 38-17 prediction in the chat though. So if we play going over, you lose, then you win. guy in chat. So yeah,
So
I think the runs were pretty close. The early game, I think the mid game is just the big determining factor in these races, and I'm not gonna hit the point button because if we both hit it, then it'll end the thing. So
wait,
you
we need the advanced panel for this.
yeah.
Oh, this is so complicated. Also, they were both up for a second round.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
I think you just hit the
let us
plus
try
one, right?
plus. Wait, I'll hit it. So
Okay. Oh, it updated for me too. Okay, cool.
nice.
Nice. That was
Okay,
first
so
round. Jython needs a few minutes. He's
yeah,
probably gonna get some water. I'd recommend you
me
guys
too
do
actually.
the same.
Be right back.
All right, and as we get ready for our second round here on Speed Gaming with the Portal 2 speedrun mod, no SLA tournament, Led Astray versus Jythonscript. I really encourage you to grab a snack, get some water, because if you're not hydrated, there's a chance that you will pass out. I'm serious. Dehydration is a big deal. It's been a lot warmer recently, okay?
Always stay
heat stroke.
hydrated when you're
Yeah.
speedrunning for an extended time to stay fast.
Oh, I think there's commands, right? Here's the runner's Twitch. Both of them. Here's the commentator's Twitch. Me and Alex.
Should follow. Very
Definitely
good
follow the
streamers.
commentary, guys. But yeah, and if you want to see more about Portal 2 tournaments, I think here's the bracket. Yeah. I
So
tried
convenient.
viewing the bracket last night and the whole site was down. And so that was a shame. Because I was going to update my predictions because mine didn't submit in time because it closed at midnight. So I just have an image that I draw in paint of everything in my bracket. And so it's okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we actually have to press a button for the next race too.
Oh yeah, the next. All right, you pressed it, I assume.
No, not yet. But I'm switching the audio.
Oh wait. This match is. Do we press that button?
I guess when we're ready to start, we press it. They're both already. Okay, one of them.
Oh, you know what? It's probably for YouTube, maybe. I'm not sure.
I'll press it, I think.
Yeah, if anything, we can get the SpeedGaming staff to help us out. Did you press it?
Yeah, okay, I'll press it. I'll do it.
Hold
I
on.
pressed it, nothing happened.
Perfect. All right, it's probably just something for the back end. We're good.
Okay.
We are fine.
Okay, so both are ready?
All right, it's good. I'll count down. Okay, just reminding the runners to follow me on Twitch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So follow Alex. Good luck. In a moment, we will be off to the races once again, and hopefully we can explain things on the right time.
I mean, this time we have way less things to explain.
Yeah.
Okay, it's starting.
Cool. We see.
And again, welcome to the
Oh no,
Aperture Science
Jython's already
Enrichment Center.
unsynced.
The
No.
portal will open.
No.
Emergency testing will begin in
Shame.
3,
But
2,
it's okay.
1.
So I guess we could talk about other things too now.
Cube and
I
button
guess
based
stepping on
testing
this
remains an
button in the
important
first
tool
level is
for
actually
science,
really important
even in
because
a
that
dire
first door
emergency.
that opens in that room,
If cube and button based testing
it will
cause this
stay
emergency,
closed for 2 seconds unless you push the button once.
if you feel liquid
And
running
so it
down
saves
your
you a
neck,
good
relax. Lie on your
2
back and
seconds
apply immediate pressure to your temples.
if you jump
You
on
are
the
simply
button
experiencing
instead
a rare
of
reaction
putting the cube
in
on the
which
button
the
first,
material emancipation
which
grill
is really
may
nice.
have emancipated the ear
But it
tubes
still feels
inside
devastating
your
if you
head.
miss the button.
Oh yeah, you can undershoot, you can overshoot, you could jump over that button,
Good.
and then you have to
Because of the
walk
technical
back.
You can hit the
difficulties
button and it doesn't
you're
activate.
experiencing,
Oh
the
yeah,
testing-
that I don't even remember that one. But
If the Earth
that
is
one's
currently
the
governed
most
by a manner
devastating.
of animal king, sentient cloud, or other governing body that
And,
either refuses to or is incapable of listening
I
to
guess
reason.
Legistrate's currently on the map Portal Gun, and I think Jython is as well. That giant drop down thing that we can air strafe a lot in and build up a lot of speed.
Some
And
emergency
once we hit
testing
the
may
ground,
require
all of
prolonged
our
interaction with lethal
vertical
military
speed
androids.
basically gets
Rest
launched
assured that all
into
lethal
horizontal
military
speed.
androids have been
Not all of it, I think, but you do gain a lot of speed as we've seen in the race
This
before.
next test is very dangerous.
And
To help you
yeah, a
remain
lot of the
tranquil in
starting
face
zone
of
is
almost
just
certain
really
death. Smooth
tight
jazz
movement
will be deployed
and
in 3,
little
2,
tricks.
1.
Like this one, Legistrate's doing. He can shove a cube through
You
the
have
door
trapped yourself.
because
Congratulations.
when a
The
cube is
exit
close
door
enough
is
to a
now
portal,
open.
you can trick the game into thinking it's going through a portal, but it's actually going through the prop next to it.
If the enrichment center is currently
Just because
being
of some weird
bombarded with
interaction with how
fireballs,
portals
meteorites, or
and
other objects
props
from
work,
space, please avoid
you can
unsheltered
just
testing
shove it through
areas
walls,
wherever a lack of shelter from
as
space.
seen
Well
there.
done. The enrichment center reminds you that although circumstances may appear bleak, you
Also here in these two maps we're doing a portal stand where you basically just stand between 2 portals and shoot one of them and switch to the other side. So the game kind of not wants you to do that and tries to push you out, but if you strafe in the other direction you can counter that basically.
Yeah, and it's
Good work getting this far, future star.
if you've played Portal 1, you also know that portal peeking is a thing.
To ensure
It's
that
a
sufficient
lot
power remains for core
harder
testing protocols,
in
all
this
safety
game
devices have
to
been
do.
disabled. The
It's
enrichment center reserves your
nearly
right to have
impossible to
questions
do
or concerns
consistently.
about this policy.
But so portal picking isn't really a thing.
Hello?
But you can definitely do it on accident a lot in those 2 maps, and it's actually it's just weird because it's so hard to do when you're trying to do it on purpose, but you'll manage to do it 3 times in a row on one of those maps. And again, most of this is movement, the first chapter, and then chapter 2 we start to see some pretty juicy strategies.
Ooh yeah.
Here we are.
No juicy strategies
Incinerator
for now.
Be
Oh no,
careful.
it's
There
going
we go.
again.
We are
Let's go.
back,
You have
people.
a dual portal device. There.
Okay, wait. Now we got a good freeze frame of where he's going. Oh my goodness, it skipped. No, I really wanted to see how he did it. Maybe Jython,
Sorry
he
about
did it
the
too,
mess.
so...
I've really
Yeah,
let the place go since you killed
Yeah.
me. Not bad.
What
forgot
I
how
wanted to say
good you
was,
are at
since,
this.
again, Incinerator,
You
we
should
can move
pace
at the top of the
yourself, though.
elevator, which we usually can't. In the full game... Oh, Jython... Oh!
This
There's a
next
pipe
test
going out
involves
there.
discouragement redirection
Interesting.
tubes. I
There,
just finished
I think there's
building
like
them
a
before you
strat
had
for
your-
each of those
Well,
pipes, you know? Like
well
each one
done.
sends you a different
here come the
spot.
test results.
There's the really cool
You
one that
are
just
a
flings you
horrible
across the entire thing, but yeah, I think it's inconsistent.
Don't
But
let that
you shouldn't do
horrible
it.
person thing discourage you. It's just a data point. If it makes you feel any better, science has now validated your birth mother's Congratulations.
Here in
Now,
laser switch glitch.
most people emerge from suspension terribly
Yes, dual lasers, the map Let Astray is on currently, is taking advantage of that laser switch glitch we mentioned earlier, where again, you activate one receptor, you switch the portal to shoot the laser into another receptor, and it's active for a few ticks, and at some point in the game, they think both are online, and then you can walk through the door because it doesn't want to crush you, because in those few ticks, you'll be standing against the door, and the door will not let you get crushed. It's a genius mechanic, and we'll see it again by Jython here. Boom. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. The commentator's curse.
I think you're behind again.
Dang it.
They could not.
I will refresh. I forgot to refresh after that last freeze.
It's too expensive.
I assume Let Astray is finishing Trust Flings.
Yes.
He did it.
Yes.
Jythonscript doing not Stagler, actually.
Well, have fun soaring through the air without a care in the world. I have to go to the wing that was made entirely of glass and pick up 15 acres of broken glass. By myself. Oh, sorry. I'm still cleaning out the test chambers, so sometimes there's still trash.
Sorry, I had a light breakfast, so I keep trying to eat. Oh, and here, yeah, in Trust Flame, what Let Astray just did, he did the same thing where he pushes himself up against the door. And we actually use the trash in the map rather than the cube that comes in the second button press to get through, because there's a ball, or there's actually 2 balls, a chair, and a bunch of other like trash that that comes through the cube disposal. And so we just used that first ball to trigger the door open for a brief moment. You know, sometimes the ball could just stay on there, but you want to be pushing against the door just in case it bounces off, and that way the door stays open for you to walk in.
This next test involves emancipation grills. Remember, I told you about them in the last test area that did not have one.
I really gotta look into that launch.
The one Jython is doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this recovery a lot. It's really, really consistent, but I couldn't find the video on it, and I forgot. So I just wing it.
Yeah.
But it looks really cool. Either way, I think Pit Flings is a cool map to watch, just because with the new strat and any recoveries you might make. Yeah.
Look at you.
Let Astray does the same thing I do on that ending, which is nice, because he does a better version of it. And I think watching these races, if you're in this tournament, you can learn a lot from people that you can't from their PBs. Maybe they change something up. And it's just these little optimizations that you don't think about, but once you apply to your run, you'll start PBing a lot more. Let Astray actually missed the panel fling, and he had to do a backup route on Ricochet where you turn around and drop the cube, get hit by that catapult, and then you actually hit the cube in the air and re-grab it, and that way you just fling straight up. Because if you know physics, that's how it works in this game. So you basically stop your velocity with the block, or with the cube block.
Set your hair on fire, so don't actually do
Playing Minecraft out here.
Excellent.
I personally voted that we should make Minecraft percent with actual building blocks.
Ooh.
Good news.
But
I figured out what to do with all the
I
money
think
I saved
another
recycling
project
your
started
one
being
room
worked
full
on
of air.
instead,
When you're
which
done,
I like
I'm
way
going to
more,
eliminate your
but it
skeleton
would have been
and
funny.
pose you in the lobby.
We should
Both
do Portal 2 modern Minecraft with Portal 2 maps.
Yeah.
Well done. In fact, you did so well.
That's the true
I'm going to
Minecraft
note
percent.
this on your file.
Weirdly
In
enough,
the
I saw a
commendation
Minecraft
section.
Portal 2 parody music video on my recommended
This
say. It
next
was
test involves turrets.
uploaded like 2 days
You
ago.
remember them, right?
I was like,
They
wow.
are pale spherical things that are full
Alright.
of bullets. Oh wait, that's you in 5 seconds. Good luck.
I don't think either runner did it, but you could actually shove, like the glitch in. Oh, Let Astray died.
No.
No. But
No.
with the same glitch we use in Smooth Jazz to put the cube through the door, we can use it in other levels to push cubes through glass. And that's exactly what we could do in the bridge intro level to save a little bit of time, but sometimes the cube doesn't land straight on the button, so we just opt to walk over to the button and put it down. So currently,
That jumpsuit you're wearing looks stupid.
Let's try what, 2 maps?
That's not me talking. It's
Yes.
right here in your
Yeah.
file.
Then again, the map after
right here, a scientist has
third
made
intro
it,
is very
and on
short.
you it
So
looks
whoa,
stupid.
Jython got a weird.
What does a neckbearded
weird
old
fling.
engineer know about fat?
I
I'm
assume.
going through the list
Dang,
of
he
test subjects
is
in cryogenic
beating those
storage.
turrets up. He grabbed that one and slammed it onto the ground.
I have a surprise
You
waiting
know,
for you
I
after
thought we were
this
supposed to have a
next test.
family-friendly
Telling
stream.
you would spoil the
Well,
surprise.
And there's
seems
turrets out there that could be
So I'll just
watching
give
right
you-
now.
It involves meeting 2 people
That was
you
brutal.
haven't seen in a long time.
Meanwhile, Let Us Stray will be exploding turrets. So if you're related to any turrets, please look away.
Yeah, this really isn't a turret-friendly game.
Yeah, you know what? Any turrets in chat, I'm gonna have to direct you to Winnie Hut Juniors, and you can sit there until it's over.
It says this next test was designed by one of
Speaking of Winnie Hut
Nobel
Juniors,
Prize winners.
there was a strat
It doesn't
later
say
in the
what
run
prize was for.
called chocolate
Well, I know it
milkshake
wasn't for
or
being
chocolate chip
immune to
milkshake
neurotoxin.
that Let Us Stray and Jython do, and wouldn't
I
actually
bet you think
mention
I
it just
forgot
because
about
it's
your
really
surprise.
really
I
short
didn't. In
and
software.
hard to miss. I mean, hard to I mean, whatever. It's easy to miss, I guess. It's just really fast, guys. We do things
made it
fast
all
here.
Yeah, the game is too fast now.
Yeah.
Surprise.
People need to go slower for explanation
Oh,
and
come
commentary.
on. If it makes you feel any better, they abandoned you at birth. So I very seriously doubt that even
And
want to
Let Us Stray is
see you.
actually doing a reportal there to make that jump, if you did not notice. And if you weren't here earlier, reportaling is when you walk through a portal and shoot the same colored portal that you're walking through
Well, you know the
right
old formula.
after you go through it.
Comedy
And
equals
the same
tragedy
technology
plus
that
time.
technology,
And
what
you
am I
have
talking
been
about?
asleep
The
for a
same
while. So I guess it's
code that
actually
tries to
pretty
push you
funny
out
when you do the math.
of the portal will give you speed, and so you can gain a lot of velocity doing that way. Not a lot, but it's noticeable for strategies like the old pit flings route where we would do 3 reportals in a row.
I thought
And,
about our dilemma, and I came
others,
up with
yeah.
a solution that I honestly think.
That also has to do with the stuck launch, not stuck launch. What am I saying? The super reportal
Federal
by
regulations require me to warn
walking
you
up
that
to
this
a
next
wall
test chamber
and getting
is
stuck in it on
looking
purpose,
Pretty good.
and then reporting
That's
multiple
right. The
times.
facility is completely operational. I've got a surprise for you after this next test. Not a fake, tragic
So
surprise.
Let Us Stray is
like
going
last
into
time. A
jailbreak.
real surprise. With
Right
Oh,
now.
he's
what's going
actually
on?
standing in the portals to save that little time.
That strat is a little hard to pull off. We just basically get to the door as fast as possible with that, and you can even go inside a little
The
earlier
irony is you
and
were
get ahead
almost at the last test.
before the bridge. It's called appears. So that strat's really cool. It's just a little harder because you have to stand in your portals at specific spots at timings, and it's a little hard to get for some people. I'm people, and so some people just opt to. Oh wow, he just straight up walked off the map. It's little mistakes like these that can cost you some time.
Those are the most tilting.
Yeah, because when you're still getting familiar with the game, you do that a lot. Like you do little things a lot. So it's just funny. We'll see if Jython does it. I forget. I think he does regular. Yeah. So this is the most common strat, which doesn't. It's honestly not a big time difference in speedrun mod, but in full game, I think it saves more time.
Yeah.
Because the doors open slower. Oh wow, I didn't even know you could do that. That looked really, really close.
Yeah.
I honestly did not think he was gonna make that.
Here's an interesting story. You might like
And,
this. I almost got a
since
job
we
down
froze
here.
around here, I forget if Jython
Guess
does
who
use
the
full
foreman
bright
went
for
with?
this
Only an
map he's
exact
about to
duplicate
enter.
of himself.
That Letistry's on.
Ended up giving me the
We
worst
allow
station
you
job,
to
tending
brighten the
to
screen
smelly
with a
humans.
console command just because
The,
for races and stuff, it's a lot easier for the viewer
tell ya.
to watch because, well, the speedrunner, yeah, we know the map in the dark, but it's also just like a quality of life thing that
Yeah,
we
also
can see.
one person physically couldn't see because of his monitor.
Yeah.
I think that was Goodigo.
Yeah, Gotta Go
Turret redemption
was
lines are not
the
rides. Please exit the turret redemption
main
line.
reason why we allowed it, because he was currently running the game a lot, and he said, I literally can't see this map, guys. Can I please use full bright or matte ambient light? And we're like, do we allow that? And we did. So,
Thanks, Goodigo.
but yeah, really, because it's nice. Because look at the map. Like Jython's using it right now. It's just nice to have. In other maps, it's also nice, like Cave Johnson. Wait, not Cave Johnson. Underground, because there's a really tight shot that you can get and skip a lot of terrain in.
Brilliant! That's brilliant.
And there's just a lot of quality of life things we allow. Because I think, while speedrunning is supposed to be about, you know, mastery of a game, I think you should be able to enjoy it in multiple ways.
Bring your daughter to work day.
Especially with, like,
That did not end well.
we have Portal Gun, you can customize basically anything in the game as long as it doesn't give you an advantage.
Embarrassing.
There's a weird mechanic where I think texturing a door to be a bush, you can walk through doors. I think that's like one unique thing that, you know, if you customize the door and it's not just like a texture, but for some reason if it's a bush, it's weird. But maybe there's just something in the game that says, oh, if it uses the bush texture, don't give it any collision. So, which would be weird, but who knows?
You smell neurotoxin? Hold on, the neurotoxin. Hold on, something's wrong. That did it.
And by the way, at the end of the neurotoxin sabotage, we usually have to wait for that door to open, like for a while, with a bunch of alarms going off. And speedrun mod again, skipping that. Jython's doing pancake shot right here. Again, almost pixel. There's a loud car outside. Okay. The basically a pixel perfect shot that we use specific lineups to do. That's the only one I think we do in the speedrun mod, but in the full game speedrun we do two. One in secret panel. That's actually just, I think the door is just open from the start.
There's a good video about the first one.
Huh? Oh yes.
Good, yeah.
So if we got the free time. Oh, wait, is the title just Portal 2 Pancake Shot, or is it there's a gap or something?
I think it's pinned somewhere on the Discord.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. But yeah, Letistray is doing the shot I just talked about with how it's easier to do with having the light sprayed, but he just opts not to
because he's a good gamer.
Yeah, he's just a good gamer. But it's not necessary to play the game. It's just like, again, quality of life. Oh, Jython was going for the door shot briefly. Fortunately, did not get it.
Gotten it like once.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, Cave Johnson shot. This jump is so hard.
Nice try. Yeah.
I actually use a lineup that's where you don't have to jump. That's just like it doesn't work 90% of the time, but it's still easier.
Oh, is that where you I think I made a video on that when I first started running the game, because you can stand like on the very edge. I use a lineup where I look in the top left and like the little diamonds in the grid texture, I see like 1.5 in the top left, and then I can, or it's like 2.5 somewhere, I don't know.
I do like almost the same.
Yeah. It was just like that jump was so annoying for me, and especially because back then we didn't allow quick saves, so you would just die and have to restart the level. or whatever autosave. But now, fortunately, we have quick saves.
Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too. Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel.
Yeah, let's trace like 2 maps ahead, with one of them being pretty big.
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent...
Let us trace going into bomb flings. I love doing bomby flings on this map. I don't know why, and I don't know if it, I don't think it's faster, but there's a lot of rats in this game that come down to personal preference.
Tried it once and just it wasn't for me.
I just like how it works. It's just cool. But I think that's, I don't know, if you're ever wondering about Portal 2 speedrunning and stuff, I think you should just try it out, you know. I know it seems intimidating with some of these struts, like Let Us Stray, what he's doing right here, this is not something a new player will do. Like, it is extremely difficult.
Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
I think it's always, it's nice to try, at least, you know. It's nice to look into the game more.
Just turn on the tutorial video of Mackenzie.
Yeah, Ken even made a very, very detailed guide on how to speedrun this game, because the old speedrun guide was extremely outdated. But now we have a nice, up-to-date tutorial, and it goes into a lot of depth. Like, even on just Container Ride, talking about that first room for like a few minutes, just because of how much that goes into it. I think he also goes over like elevator dialogue in there too, though.
Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant.
Oh, he's got the Jythonscript got the button glitch again. I think.
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
really good at doing that.
Compensation vouchers ready?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
What's weird is I don't see a lot of people do what he does, where he pre-shoots both portals. I see a lot of people opting for placing the second portal as they're flinging, which is kind of interesting. Just again, a lot of things come down to personal preference and how comfortable you are doing things. And I know some people just, everyone does the same routes in their own kind of flavor, you know. And Let Us Stray going for that giant gel fling again. Nailing it. First try. I was a little behind there.
Thank you. I can't believe I'm thanking these people. For staggering your way through Aperture
Science's propulsion
testing, you've made some real contributions to society for a change.
Jythonscript missing something in Crazy Box.
If you had any belongings,
oh, now you got the button.
That's bomb flings. Crazy Box.
Oh.
The enrichment center.
I cursed you.
You know, as I said, I'm not good with maps.
Quality of our test subjects has risen dramatically.
It takes me forever to realize
retention,
what
however,
is.
has not. As a result,
and Let Us Stray gonna be doing a reportal here.
still a few things left to wrap up, though.
This one is one of those strats where you don't think you have to practice because it's just a reportal, and then in a run you'll mess it up.
Yeah.
And I even saw a race where someone was 1 minute and 30 seconds ahead of someone, and because of that one room, at the end of it they were tied. They were neck and neck again. And I think it was Daniel who did it. I forget. I don't want to tarnish his name, but I think that's just the first name coming to mind when I think of it. But it's crazy what can happen in this game to make a game close. You honestly never know how a race is gonna go until like the very, very end. And even with like larger gaps, you genuinely don't know what's gonna happen. Let Us Stray right here could just mess up a load of times, and it just happens to everyone. It happens to the best of us. I think it takes a lot to finish a run when you do something like that. It's just like the the mental space, you know. It's
Yeah.
like, oh man, I know I was minus 1 minute, but now I'm plus. I mean, now I'm minus 20 minutes. I mean, no, wait. I just saved 19 minutes. Yeah. Nah, but now I'm like minus 20 seconds. It's like, well, it's not that great of a run anymore, but you could still finish it out, and then you just, you know, play again.
But could have been so much better.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I feel like that's how I run. I'm like, this run could be like minus 2 minutes, and so I'll restart. I like plus 2. I'm like, I'm trying to break that habit. Though. I think that's the best way to improve. Just stop resetting so easily, unless you're really behind.
Yeah, I had a time where I just like kept resetting in the like first 10 chambers or something, and then like Betsrunner came and stream and was like, "What the frick are you doing? Why do you keep resetting?"
Yeah, I reset on the I think 2 to 3 maps that I'll reset on early, and if I make it past, I'll usually finish the run. I'll always reset on Future Starter, Cube Momentum, and Incinerator. Those 3 maps are like the biggest milestones for me, because I'm like, listen, I know these maps are like I can do it. I can't get past those without doing well. So I like racing because like I'm literally forced to play. But
you can still forfeit in the middle of the game.
Yeah. But Let's Try is actually getting Funnelfly here. Well, he has Funnelfly, he's already ending the level. As he moves into ceiling button, the map where there's a button on the ceiling, and the majority of this chapter is using Funnelfly.
Well done.
No, right after that, the wall button.
Oh, Jython's actually doing an older route.
Oh, he's doing the backup.
Wow, I haven't seen that in so long. It's really cool, and I used to do it up until I found, not I found, but someone found that really easy reportal.
I think all the times I've seen it, like in the last month or so, it was failed incredibly hard.
No, yeah, I tried to recover one of my runs doing that, and I couldn't remember what I did 2 years ago. I tried though.
It's probably nothing. Keep testing while I look for a way out.
Alright, so that last test was seriously disappointing. Apparently,
Now one of the fastest maps in Portal 2.
If I'm such a moron, why can't you solve a simple test?
I might have pushed. Oh, no, he's playing classical music.
Alright, and we're gonna see the portal cut again from Led Astray. Again, there's a weird interaction with how grates in this game work. Oh, he missed the cube, actually.
Oh no. I'm still in great shot side. It's just...
Oh, what was that? There was nothing! There was nothing!
Why he's squatting in.
Oh, wait a minute. Jython actually does a lineup for the tube bounce here.
I just wing it, and it fails.
Yeah, me too. He failed for like a second, but then he got it back. That was weird though. I've never seen a lineup for that. I guess someone has that, or he found it.
Are you absolutely sure you're
That's
solving
nice.
these?
Two bounce is a little hard
Yes,
sometimes.
you solved it, but I'm wondering if maybe there's a number of ways to solve them, and you're picking all.
What is Led Astray going into? I think he's going to laser catapults now, where he'll be getting Funnelfly again.
Yeah.
Yes, I
I'm
got
gonna
the map
tape
right.
you solving these, and then watch 10 at once.
So yeah, he gets Funnelfly here and he uses it for the next level,
Oh, on a
and then he
related
goes
note,
back
I am
to
gonna need you to solve
walking.
these 10 times as fast. Anyway, just give me
The
a
tube
wait
is so hard
before you
to hit.
solve this one, all right? I don't wanna spoil
Yeah,
anything, but I'll
that is really tight. You have to air strafe really well to get that fast. Otherwise, last run we saw the backup route where you just you could either save and load again, and you can just go back to the bottom, as in like you save on the ground before you jump. Let's see if Led Astray uses that reshoot. This is the chocolate chip milkshake I was talking about. You look at a very specific angle, or at least around a very specific angle, around a 30 degrees to your right, and you just walk forward. And you'll either then you'll do a weird like half of a circle jump to the left, and then you will. Oh wow, let us try. Then you'll.
You, obviously. Who else would I be doing it for? No way.
What am I even talking about anymore?
Yeah,
What? Oh,
chocolate
milkshake. Yes. And then you'll fling near the exit that you skip a little bit of the catwalk and a short fall. So it is very nice. It's a speedrun mod specific strategy, I think, because the funnel moves fast enough. But in full game, the funnel is much slower. And let us show you, will be getting a funnel fly for the last time in his run.
It's always a sad moment.
Yeah, we'll never see funnel fly again. But we will on Jython stream, so that's nice.
Oh.
I'll bet you're both dying to know.
I forget
what
if
your
Let Us
big
Stray is
surprise is.
positive at
Well,
all.
Only 2 more.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
always
I got the good
confusing
hops.
seeing different light split colors.
Surprise! We're
Yeah.
doing it now.
I think he is dark blue is when he's behind.
Yeah, I think so.
But I just forget if it was at the end of that level. I think he could PB.
No. Hello. This is the part where where'd you go? Come, no.
So I just
seriously,
realized
come
this,
back, please, come
the
back.
white gel cycle in this is still a cycle you can fail.
Look, I've decided I'm not gonna kill you. Okay. Oh, just thinking back to the old times, the old days. When
Oh
we were
wow, that was an
friends, good old
interesting
friends.
hop.
Enemy can't help but notice that you're
Looked
not
really
coming
fast,
back.
huh?
Oh,
The yeah, so he's going into Finale 2. Jython just finished up Polarity. He lost his funnel fly here on purpose because we need to walk to get into the elevator. The fastest way to do that level is just to have funnel fly and lose it at the end, so you go into the exits. And he's doing the portal cut first try, easy! And he grabs the cube.
because I'm still
So it's a little faster than Let Us Stray.
Oh.
Oh, he went for the really nice cube throw, but unfortunately did not get it.
Can't get it all.
You can't have it all, yeah.
New turret, not
Let us try getting. Oh wait, no, you do get funnel fly again. What am I talking about? I totally
Oh
forgot.
yeah.
Finale 2, you got funnel fly.
Oh, he's gonna do the turret thing again.
Oh,
no.
my goodness, no way. How does he do it? It's so nice seeing that work. Like, it's actually so crazy that he does that. I don't know. It's a very risky strat, but it's high reward. And as Let Us Stray finishes up Finale 3 here,
Okay, I'll take that as a no then.
I believe Jython will be getting funnel fly from Elixir Catapult. Yeah, it looks like Let Us Stray will be in the 32 area. Again, I forget if his timer went dark or not. Let's see.
Yeah, also didn't.
Oh no, I think he's on
that
PB
looks good.
pace.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna say he gets a 31. I'm saying he gets. Oh wait, no.
31.
No, he gets a 31. He gets a 39. I mean, no, not 39. He gets a 31. He gets a 31.50.
Hmm. Actually, let's say a 31.45.
I was about to change my mind. His PB's 31.24. Oh wait, what?
Oh well, well that's not
Okay,
gonna.
that is not. All right, maybe. Oh, maybe that color isn't PBing. It's like you know when it's red, but it's your gaining time or something.
He's just always red.
I don't know. I don't know his colors, dude. Ugh.
Well, no PB.
No PB. I thought he had a low 31.
And also no
But then I was
45.
like, oh, his live split's baiting me. Oh gosh. Wait, I was so off. No, you have to get moonshot. You have to get moonshot.
Don't think he's even gonna get with me. Oh, maybe. Nah, he won't get it.
Oh, but it's so close. And I almost said 32 flat. Oh no.
I also thought about it, but.
Oh man. I mean, great run overall. A 31 in a race is crazy. Okay. That's a really great run.
That's 10 minutes better than me.
Yeah. I think that's 8 minutes better than me. Got the 39 recently. Yes. I really have to play more though. I'm against Nevin, who's in chat. And you have a 36 or something as a PV, or a 37.
Yeah, music.
Ah, yes. Maybe? There it is.
Beautiful.
Nice. Perfect.
Okay, let's switch the sound.
Oh wait, you got a 35 recently? Oh man, like come on. This is gonna be a tough race. I should commentate my own match.
Okay, scores updated. Wait.
Yeah, now Jython's audio is here.
He's done, so he's getting the win. Nice.
Oh, those were the crap turrets, weren't they? Yeah. Well, no matter, because I'm still holding all the cards. And guess what? They're all full houses. Never to play cards, we need to learn. Anyway, new turrets, not defective.
How do we?
Fours, the best hand.
Oh, he's winner. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so Jython I think does a different. Yes. Okay, so this is the one I do. I like this strat.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool just because it's
you
faster than waiting for the turrets, and yeah, you can't die. Unless
except you do it. Except
but yeah, Jython had a pretty good run for himself too. And not much to say about. Oh god, my throat.
better drink something.
Okay, I'll take that as a no then.
Jython, yeah, now also leaving Final 3 in a short while.
Thank you. I just choked on something, or I don't know. Okay. Let's get some predictions in the chat for what Jython's final
37
time will be.
flat.
37 flat. That was mine last time. Or 38 or whatever. I'm gonna say 37-20.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, yeah, 37-20. Because I always undershoot, so now I'm gonna overshoot. Oh wait, no, there's no way it's 37-20, dude. Right? I think, yeah, actually I think it's gonna be lower.
I mean, if you go higher, you statistically have the higher chance to win.
That's true. If he just AFKs and I say 1 hour, I would get that. Alright, so the only way he gets a 37-20 right now is...
Oh, I'm closer.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, whoa! I have a chance! Alright. Wow, this actually almost... This looks like a 37 flat! Oh my goodness! Oh my god, wait, it's actually gonna be a 37 flat! Wait, no. Oh!
It's almost.
37.
Almost. But I'm still closer.
Yeah. If he hits 37, no.
I saw him posting in Discord, and I kind of said it, but he didn't get the cue. So yeah, okay, whatever. Let's just go with it.
Wow, good games, guys. Let's see if we can do the
nice.
interview.
I think one of them said they couldn't do it because background led astray.
Oh, okay. We can get Jython in here. How do we send these out?
Wait, they should.
Just automatically get it?
Yeah, they should automatically send out.
You should have a DM.
If not, we can send them the invite. Because if it's done, it should just don't have a DM yet.
We could
Maybe
just
he hasn't
manually.
submitted. Yeah, maybe he hasn't submitted his Discord because that has happened before.
Yeah.
I know he has though.
Oh, gotta mark them done. So I
Gotta mark them.
Okay, cool. That's what done does.
Oh, I thought it just
Because when they're done with the game, I learn something new every time I come. Alright, there he is.
Oh, I can move in.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the casting bench. So, what is your PB? I do not have it pulled up.
My PB as of yesterday, I think, is a 36:22.
Well, congrats on that, man. That's pretty recent. I saw your timer was green, and I was like, I'm praying, man. I think PBing on stream is cool. So
yeah, that would have been cool, but oh well. There's a few chambers that in the second race that went really not great, like Cave Johnson. I think there were a few others that I don't remember, but that was a big one. So.
Yeah, the Cave Johnson reportal for me is like, I just got to do it over and over and over again.
Yeah,
Forget that.
It's especially unfortunate because I got the reportal first try, but I think I might have made a bad save since I couldn't get the jump after the reportal, which is normally the easy part. So I don't know. I'll have to look into that, but oh well.
Yeah, the jump sometimes can be weird.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Let's see here. I think I forget if it was the first match or the second match that I believe you got the panel fling on Ricochet on your second try. Like, I don't know how it works, I always get it on accident, right?
Yeah.
It's always when I do it second time. Like, second try, I'll get it randomly. So I was wondering, do you do something differently that you got it, or is it just it happened to happen and you're like, whoa, wait, or are you just insane?
So one of the games, I think I actually got the cube hop because I didn't quite get enough height. I think that was the first game where I did the cube hop backup, but what I do is I usually change my jump timing. So the way I do it is I land, then I wait a little bit, and then I jump onto the panel. And based on how long I wait, that determines whether I go early or late for the panel. So it's kind of just muscle memory, but a little bit of timing too. So yeah.
I know everyone has their own personal belief on these maps. Everyone has their own zest to it,
Yeah.
And so I notice how you do jump differently than others. I think I've tried stalling my jump, but I wasn't getting it right. So I just said, I'll just try to stop myself with the cube from now on. Because I'm still really bad, but I'm getting there. I'm trying my best. But, I'm really happy with how everyone's playing in the tournament, though. I think everyone's playing pretty close towards their PBs. And it's just really fun. It's a really fun event that we get to do thanks to SpeedGaming. And, everyone gets a good time out of it.
So how was Led Astray's 2 runs? I saw his times were both very, very good, but
Yeah, he did pretty great. He makes the common little mistakes that everyone does,
some
like on
unfortunate mistakes.
on I think Jailbreak. He was on the catwalk railing, and then he turned too early, so then he just walked off the map. Like stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's so unexpected, like all the time, because you'll be saying like, oh, here he's doing this and that, and then he just falls off the map. And one thing I noticed about Led Astray is I think he, as a player, is very consistent at what he does. He doesn't opt for the cube clip or the button glitch in Repulsion intro as much. He just goes and goes. I mean, like I know some people like to save and load to get the button glitch a few times or do the lineup. He, one try and he keeps going. And I think playing consistently like that, he really comes out on top on these races. Because he doesn't go for these weird, risky strats that otherwise lose people time, but will get you a world record. And I think that's how he played so well last year and came out on second place. I think I said I predicted him to win the whole tournament. And hopefully, honestly, I want to see it.
Yeah, I totally agree.
The big upset in the end.
There's M Sushi and Can't Even are extremely good. M Sushi was totally out of left field. He was playing Celeste and other things, and then he's like, oh, I guess I could, warm up Portal 2 again. And then he just comes out with world record. And then Can't Even's like, whoa. It's my world record. And
yeah.
So I think this tournament... Oh, go on, sorry.
I've never seen Can't Even so, like, fast at getting good runs as when he's, like, in second place. Because it almost never happens that he's in second place. But he always, like, gets it back so fast. It's crazy. So. Yeah,
this tournament's really bringing the best out of everyone right now. And I really love what it's doing for the community. There's a lot of active runners right now. And it's really bringing everyone together, finding new routes even, which is crazy. You didn't think it would happen, but it's happening.
Yeah.
I mean, the Super Reportal stuff is insane. I absolutely love it. But, no, it's just a really beautiful thing, what this tournament's doing for us. And what the tournament's doing for you guys, giving you entertainment on SpeedGaming. And again, special thanks to SpeedGaming for hosting the tournament. The restream, I mean. And I guess shoutouts to the runners, Led Astray, and Jythonscript, and commentary, me, FunkPie, and Alex. We put the commands in chat so you can follow everyone associated. And
Heavily
make sure you
recommended.
check out the bracket and the schedule for the Portal 2 tournament. With the command Portal 2. I believe it's in chat. And anyone else have anything to say?
Oh, no, not really.
Hope it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
It was great.
Totally.
It was fantastic, dude.
Awesome.
Absolutely great runs by both the runners today. And thank you for coming out to the main SpeedGaming channel to check out our Portal 2 tournament. Anyways, I'm FunkPie. And that's Alex.
Yeah, it's me.
And we have Jython here.
Yep.
And you're here. So I guess we end the stream now.
Yeah, good.
Thanks for coming by. We have another match, I think, tomorrow around this time. And hope to see you there. And I think there's a way to see if there's another event after, or another race after this.
Yeah, there should be a schedule, yeah.
See if we could find that really quick.
11-1. Schedule always confuses me. I think at 3 PM there's MP Any% Tournament 2020. What is it?
No clue.
Oh, no. Metroid Prime Any% Tournament, so yeah. Go watch that if you want.
Oh, nice.
Yes, do that one later on today. keep an eye out, put notifications on. Thank you all for coming, and hope you have a wonderful evening or afternoon right now. Right now it's afternoon for Eastern time, and morning, night, evening, afternoon, anything, wherever you are.
Just
Thanks
have a
for
nice
coming
day.
by. Yeah, have a nice day. That's a good way to put it. I guess we'll end the stream now. Yes.
Yep. See
All
ya.
right. See you guys.